Papa's land? We want to know who owns the land. Who owns Papa's land? We want to know, Papa's land, Papa's land. We want to know who owns the land. Who owns Papa's land? We want to know, Papa's land, Papa's land. We want to know who owns the land. Who owns Papa's land? We want to know, Papa's land, Papa's land. We want to know who owns the land. Who owns Papa's land? We want to know, Papa's land, Papa's land. We want to know who owns the land. We want to know, we want to know. Yes, we want to know who owns the land. I said we want to know, we want to know. Africa wants to know who owns the land. Africa is my father's land. Yes, Africa is my own Papa's land. Will you let my people go? We want to rule from Cape to Cairo. Will you let my people go? We want to rule from Cape to Cairo. Will you free my people's hands? We want to rule like Papa's land. I say, will you free my brothers' hands? We want to rule like Papa's land. Who owns Papa's land? We want to know, Papa's land, Papa's land. We want to know, who owns Papa's land? We want to know, Papa's land, Papa's land. We want to know, who owns Papa's land? We want to know, Papa's land, Papa's land. We want to know, who owns Papa's land? We want to know, Papa's land, Papa's land. We want to know, now listen carefully.
Let's see.
All right, sisters, I say listen.
We want to know who owns the land.
Chinese are ruling in China land.
Chinese.
Yes, Chinese are ruling in China land. Japanese are ruling in their Japan. Japanese are ruling in their Japan. England is being governed by Englishmen. England is being governed by Englishmen. Americans are ruling America. Oh. Yes, Americans are ruling America. So Africa must be ruled by Africans. Africa must be ruled by Africans. Who owns Papa's land?
We want to know,
Papa's land, Papa's land.
We want to know
Who owns Papa's land? Papa's land, Papa's land. Who owns Papa's land? Papa's land, Papa's land. Who owns Papa's land? Papa's land, Papa's land. Angola want to know who owns the land. Mozambique want to know who owns the land. Namibia want to know who owns the land. So we want to know who owns the land. Zimbabwe want to know who owns the land. Freedom fighters want to know who owns the land. Africa want to know who owns the land. Will you let my people go? Will you let my people go? We want to lose from together. Papa's land.
The deed of that country is right here at the Library of Congress. When they tell you to go to school, you don't want to go to school. But you want to argue and debate. Instead of just saying, the nonsense the man just said, I will go and make sense of it. I will not curse him, I will curse him when I finish. When I finish, I will curse him. But the nonsense he's saying, I will go and make sense of it. Hey, right here, up to now, from the day the American Colonization Society purchased that land D is here at the Library of Congress. Have anyone debated that issue? Have anyone debated that issue? Yeah, it's your constitution that you wrote. Is that that's your constitution? Does it not say Liberian constitution? Does it not say that? When you open it like this to the first page, you open at the first page there. When you turn it like this, you see them where the county and the capital city of the county. You go here, Constitution of the Republic of Liberia, table of content, you see it there. You turn the page. You can hear. On the first page, history of the Constitution of Liberia. You don't see it there? History of the Constitution of Liberia. What you see in your own constitution, you don't see the ACS right here? You don't see American Colonization Society right here? You don't see right here they call it settlers? You tell your BB about it, you tell the people play, you say, Russian men and country, tell me what happened there. Arab men should come operate, be supporting Hezbollah. Drug cartel there. From where South America and Angola, they must feed the people streets them with drugs. Passport gone. Money laundering. Corruption. Drugs. All I want to put, that's saying now looking at you. The landlord saying now looking at you. Then you grounded now, you start killing the men children that he educated in this town. You start killing them. Extrajudicial killing. That me talking? That me talking? I don't want to say you did extrajudicial killing. I didn't tell you that. They told you that in the State Department report. And if you believe America for everything, then why you don't want to believe them when they tell you your government is involved in extrajudicial killings? Two questions there. Anybody want to debate with me? There are two questions there. America said your government is involved in extrajudicial killings. There are two questions there. One, who they killing? Or who have they killed? Let's put it that way. Who have they killed? And who were those that did the killings? I better see popping from my mouth. They said Josiah and Brian Brown. You people are involved with killings. Josiah and Brian Brown, Wompe Doe, Fred Nyampo, you're involved with killings. It's not my business now to go say whether or not you're involved. No. We know the Americans have the best intelligence in the world. My question is, Brian Brown, Fred Nyampo, all of you, who did the killing? And who did you kill? That's a question I need to ask. Who did the killing? And who did they kill? I lay down the money, President William. I get the call. The call comes in. Let me play small music before I talk about that call. Let me play small music, man. What's that? Let me play small music.
Who owns Papa's land?
We want to know.
Papa's land, Papa's land.
We want to know who owns the land.
Who owns Papa's land?
We want to know.
Papa's land, Papa's land.
We want to know who owns the land.
We want to know, we want to know.
You want to know?
Yes, we want to know who owns the land.
I
I said we want to know, we want to know. Africa wants to know who owns the land. Africa is my father's land. Yes, Africa is my own father's land. Will you let?
I get a call this morning from within, from right under your nose, because they know I don't come on Facebook unless I have empirical facts. They say, oh, Eugene, the chief behavior strange you. Say he came from order. He doesn't eat. He's restless. Because he can't sleep, everybody can sleep. You gotta be around him. He wake up in the morning. If he sleep, he managed to get 1 or 2 hours sleep. He got up in the morning. Maybe I need to go train you. When you say now, people say about chief, I think we should organize something again. Just to get him going. Just to get him going, Eugene, it's serious. And I said, you people take things for granted. But you see, the breeze that can disgrace the chicken, it can come from the pot. The breeze that can disgrace the chicken, it can come from the pot, it can come from behind it. You sitting in the yard, you blasting at Eugene Nangbe. Now you all maybe attack Eugene Fahngon. Then you bring Bobo in here, they can't even talk. Yeah, your friend say you boy, he ain't even know how to post spin. You will blast for nothing. Because even if I knew how to post spin, I cannot post spin on Bateniswa's death. He get cheering. I cannot post spin on Matthew Innes. He get cheering. Guilty Lama left her husband and her children that night. I can't post spin on that one. Abba Peters. Josh from Butu. That spin. West School now they send me to West School have prepared me to deliver that kind of spin. Mother say, look at the boy in Grangie there. Then they say, oh, we do it a dirty way. Because somebody ain't win. And somebody stood their ground. They made to herbalist. He getting treatment. Alfred Donald. He getting treatment. He just disappeared. Election magistrate. Because because Grangie there, that CDC territory, we know. But because the CDC Canada ain't win. So an example must be set. That if in our way, you will disappear. The U.S. government say you were involved. Your government has carried out extrajudicial killings. So it is not about whether you did it or you do it. You did it. The question now, who carried it out? Who did the extrajudicial killing? And who did they kill? That's the question for citizens to answer. The question is not whether or not you kill. No. Who did the extrajudicial killings? And who, when they say killings, we ask a more than one. Who carried it out? But who did they kill? Who were those killed? And why? And why? You come here, your people then making fake thing with CIA thing. They lying Omega Navigational Tower. They lying, oh, General Langley. We play General Langley whole tape. Now, go out Rodney see. Now my wedding. He not even mention Liberia. You put it all in the newspaper. Lies. Lies. Then you move from here and say, oh, they won't move CIA headquarters. You don't even know the difference between the CIA headquarters and that of Afghan operation. You got no clue. But you want to lie. You want Allah, you educated, but you're not. You're ignorant. The last thing all they play for is to fly to Dubai and say, you signed $50 billion contract for blue carbon gas. You don't even know the get shit. Blue Carbon is the damn company that is supposed to implement the $50 billion. And this $50 billion was pledged last year, June 17. Go Google it. You damn stupid. Then you go back there again, you can't say that you are signed $50 billion contract with UAE. Only for to go check, we bring it right in front of you. Everybody hold myself in the corner. So BM. So CNB team. They play around you. Now you go say that, you come back, you are behaving strangely. You are not supposed to behave strangely. If you are a smart president, nobody messes with Uncle Sam. I used to say that. If anybody want to bear me witness here, I said nobody messes with Uncle Sam and walk away. Donald Trump was arrested. Then you say you. They arrested Donald Trump, then you say you. You should do the smart thing. Instead of acting strange around all the people, they put their concern. So we are. You say, oh, the man went to the program for the sixth political party. He just said that day he put a finger where he just behaving strange. So these were my responses. Number one says, I spay. So you know which general told me? I spay. Yeah. I said number one, if you are a smart person, Joe, we are not stupid, he's a smart man. Don't think because he ain't go far. But that album you see, Joe, we are get where you'll be really. That album can see. I've been around that man. I can see. And when I man know your name, 20 years from now, he will still call it. What are he in jail? If he know your face, 30 years from now, he appear, he will tell you something about you. I say, Kimi ya any political party? Kimi ya even get memos? You think we are stupid? You brought 6 political party and you put out a crowd like that. That is 6 party crowd from around the world. I said, observe Joe carefully. Yes, he's depressed. But he had a job like that look, he said, look at the food and I mean your own food. You take t-shirt and put it on seditions. You put yellow on it, you put green on it, 6 political party. That then 4 CDC headquarters that you take Joe to be a stupid man. Oh, so Eugene, I want not there. It's not there. It's not there. That's why he was quiet there looking. It's not there. Joe, know that was seditions. It just had to talk about the Jesse and war that Jesse. Joe, know that not Kimia people over there. Kimia never had a party. Joe, know. Joe, know PLP. It's a political party. He know that DJ Blue ran for senator before. And he brought a less more supporter there from Broadway. It's not PLP. So we're not stupid. But let's forget that one. That's why I say I will tell you my response. Let's leave that one. They make you sleep. The men are eating. The men are uphold that. And he making all, you know, it's not easy. Yes, it is not easy. When they have to show you evidence beyond all reasonable doubt that this is what you have done, this is what you have done, this is what you have done, these are your messages, these are your instructions, these are this is that, that is the Israeli Mossad, British MI5 and British MI6, the Central Intelligence Agency. Oh boy, not be your case. It's not your case. You've messed up so bad. And you continue to surround yourself with people who are going to tell you, the other person bad. The other person bad. The other person won't kill you. The other person working for the CIA. The other person this. The real people that are working for the CIA, you don't even know them. You don't even know what time you will know them. Because if you take a CIA person to be somebody right around you, no. No. The actual CIA is the freaking handler. They're a co-spoon, you handle their co-spoon like that. They will handle the people around you. If you don't know, that's why education is important. A CIA agent is an agent. The planted one will be there, yes. But they will handle people directly around you. Because the people have been around you forever. Now they say your president behaving strangely. If you watch him, since he came back, that football game, they usually force him to go and play, to do something, make him sweat, make him take his mind. Because if they don't, he's going to go crazy. It's in itself is mental torture. It's one thing for your conscience to beat you. You can handle that a little bit. But you did something in secret. Your conscience already beating you. When they catch you, it's double. It's double. And you have been caught. And you and your government have been indicted. For all the obvious reasons, rather than the good one. What can you say? They got your government for human rights abuses. Whose human rights were you abusing? And what were you doing to abuse their rights? They got your government for extrajudicial killings with an S behind it. Who did you kill? And why? Not whether you did it or not. Who did you kill and why? Then they got your government for cruel punishment. Who did you been torturing? Look at that one picking. Koji carried him to the horse, tie him in the generator room, and beat the living blazes Congolese out of him. Beat the living blazes out of him. The video show, you see the man tied to the white column. You see the man tied to the white column. They beat his back with the electric wire. That video surfaced. They got you again for arbitrary arrest and detention. You grab people in jail for small thing, lame below. Small argument, locking up. Small thing, you're putting inside. They got you for that one. They got you for restricted freedom of speech. I myself, I know about that one. People then broadcasting, you'll carry the car, put it there, you'll be jamming the station. That is a crime. You don't have to tell me don't talk. You don't have to threaten me and say when you talk, I'll kill you. But if I'm talking and I wanted to reach to the people and you block me, you are restricting my freedom of speech. All I want are the children. All they want are the children. They got you for money laundering. I've explained that one. But most importantly, that everyone should know as a human being, extrajudicial killings. Young boy like you play football in Europe. Your child all playing football. We all admire you. You put your hand in killing business. Young boy like you, why were you thinking? Who fool you? Fahngon, so all I want, I said, I'm Benesi Papi for my mom. Go and take the State Department report. Look at it. The State Department does not have agents. They have to depend on the Central Intelligence Agency to give them reports. Echo. Fahngon. You are here, brother. Even though you're not in the government, but we stay family. Yes, we stay family. But we are screwed up. I said, but in the extrajudicial killings, let's go to the affront to the Israeli people and the American and British people. Fahngon, why were you talking so? I said, because Israel, America, Great Britain, France, Germany, they all share intelligence. The security of Israel is important. You can do it directly or indirectly. But everybody we know in Liberia's system, everybody we know, whether that's Syrian, Palestinian, whatever we call them Lebanese people. Anybody we see with long nose and talking like Arabic person, that Lebanese. To the point where people from Niger and Mauritania, they keep to look for gold, we call them Lebanese people. What do you mean when you say directly, indirectly? What are you talking about? You can directly support Hezbollah or Hamas, or you can indirectly support them. And I don't know which is what, but I do know this. You get all the contract in the government to the quote-unquote Lebanese people. 120 million, 150 million. That same money, the profit that they can send back. And when you let in Hezbollah hand, they buy rocket. They fire it into Israel. Wabam. The first time it happened, the people call you. They say, Papa, come. We need to talk to you. He said, okay. You went there. You carry Koji. You carry Tue. You carry Ofina. You carry all of them. Okay? You carry them. When they went there, what the Koji go do? You... Oh... So now... Yeah... Ah, God. What did he do there? You are in the people town. I think my chair pointing me so. Let's see if it will do better. You are in the people town. And you are reaching for weapons right in their town. You think they're stupid? If Koji want to examine himself, if he want to examine himself, I'm challenging him. You don't even know who you're talking to. You don't even know who you're arranging the weapon with. You just go in the people play and start arranging for weapons. Complete stupidity. And then the people got to ask your defense minister, who is that guy? Only to find out he's a mayor. They playing there a small ball. They playing there a small ball. Then you say you must enter the poor meeting. Then the defense minister almost beat you. But then they started playing with you to know why you wanted the weapons, who you were going to give the weapon to, whether the weapons were going to end up back in Israel. So they start playing you, Koji. All of y'all who know Koji. Koji was a little, he was getting a little plump, shiny. Koji looking like that. Send the president Kim from Langley. Koji looking like that. Look at Koji today going rally. Try, there's something. You are a fool. But you never wanted the smart people around you to tell you these things. You wanted to let you know. You people came from nowhere and got into the limelight of politics. You know people that were older than you, educated than you, and more experienced. Even I myself. Let's say we get into the room. When we get into the room, I see Siri Allen. I see Nathaniel Barnes. I see Toga Gateway McIntosh. I see, you know, I'm just saying people that are near me. If we get into the room, yes, I have the educational knowledge of political science. I have some level of experience, 38 years under my belt. But I'm not going to go sit in the room with Toga, Kiwi, and Macintosh and act I know. Hell no. Or see Allen sitting in front of me. Regardless, I act like I know. Or even Samuel Jackson with all the nonsense and betrayal he can do, I act like I know. You have to know your steps. You don't want to take everything from the old guys. But there is one thing you must never take from them. That respect of the fact that they came before you, they survived during your time, and they are still surviving now that you are in the room with them. You cannot take that respect from them. But your king so better than your ally, your no. And at the end of the day, this is where it has put him. Now, he is very disturbed. He is depressed. I am saying that the president is depressed. And people around him are feeling the vibes. And most of the ministers are escaping. They don't want to be seen by him. He does not even know where they are. He's not running anything. Up to now, the information minister cannot announce how many government officials have resigned. How many? Oh, Liberia Civil Aviation resign. Water and sewer resign. We know all of them are resigning, but they're resigning under the table and they're moving from there. Swear. They're resigning under the table and they're moving from there. Swear. They're resigning under the table. They're just moving from there. Swear. Nobody knows what's going on in the country. The whole country is quiet. It's a challenge. The whole country is quiet. Monies are in the hands of few people. How many of you on their feet know that Tue left the country for the spring meeting here with a Liberian delegation? How many of y'all know? Or I mean, you're in it from? Which one of the newspapers you saw Samuel Tue leaves for spring meeting in the USA? How many of y'all know it? How many of y'all know that Samuel Tue traveled with a delegation of 17 persons? Is that shouldn't that be the biggest news for you? But you know why he came on the water? You know why he came on the water? You are in a country and you don't know that US dollar disappear. You don't know why the US dollar disappear. Why your owner caught $100 million worth of drugs? If somebody say $100 worth of Fahngon, they say that it pass through your place, I will give you small thing. All that $100, how much they will give you? You hear that father said what you get in your hand? Like, bro, I don't have that anymore. They say another 40 million. Swear. The American catch it, they point 100. They catch it 40, they point it. Where is your US dollars? Where is it? 2 more government employees to pay a government to the term. NEC cannot get the money. We are into the rainy season. Phase 1 of the first 4 or so counties, 5 whatever counties, it just finished. And the rainfall in the capital is lesser than the rainfall in the hinterland because of the forest, evaporation, the coastal areas. If your machine was malfunctioning in the country, in the capital of the city, where at least you will have heat and sunshine, that if you went care in the hinterland, where all the road and chaka recently, do you really foresee election? We have reached a dire point. President Weah have not seen so much tension on him. He is behaving strangely because he never thought in his life that he would be caught for human rights abuses. He would be caught for extrajudicial killings. He never had anything that his government could cruelly punish people. He never, when they say cruel, that word cruel, it means wicked. He never had anything of arbitrary arrest and detention. He never thought that they will hold him for money laundering, drug trafficking, passport dealings. But more so, that the international community will look at him and say, shame on you, that you will be supporting Hezbollah and Hamas indirectly. Shame on you, because your money laundering is not to benefit Liberia, but rather to destroy the state of Israel. I always say to people, sometimes you do things, you really don't know the effect until you are told. All you want is that 5 and 10 million to be making news. But you don't even know the other 90 million, what the people are using it for. But all you greedy about is your 5 or 10. Now that you know where your money, your attitude, your actions have led to, you say that now, you say you're depressed. All of you are getting dry, you're looking like skeleton. So here is my word to you. It's simple. If you smart, start from Tottenham. Go to Tobo. Go to Do. Come to Chastilo. The smartest thing you can do now, in my opinion, I don't care if I was standing next to you and said, Mr. President, we have reached the wall. We cannot scale it. We cannot dig below it. We cannot go left. We cannot go right. We must face the wall. That funny thing you're doing, thinking that it's a play that charade. You know we're not going anywhere. Because right now, there is 2 NEC. There is 2 National Election Commission. If anybody don't believe me, I will bring you back. I will ask you, what did I tell you? There is 2 National Election Commission. The people who forcing the BVR because of what they ate and expected to eat from it, and the people who look at it and say it will not work. Those competing, you see people giving me thumbs up. Those competing views have led to 2 NEC. As a result, the first coalition document that was signed, the other NEC said we have to rule on it. The other NEC said no. The one that said we must rule on it is saying the right thing to do. The one that saying no, know that if they rule on it, there will be no coalition. Jewel will not be the standard bearer because the rules there are clear. Barney will remain the chairman, and Barney will take the course of action. So they say no. The other group say it is the right thing to do, or else we'll get in trouble. There are 2 NEC. One say there is no way we can do the redistricting because the census have not been validated, and the BVR is going to pose a challenge. You cannot leave from Grand Direct and register in Maria to vote in a district that we have not demarcated. We don't know what is what. If we go to a second round, there will be a problem. Because those who the senators are and representatives are trucking, their election is by simple majority. So when the election finish, it finish. If we go to a second round and it takes us 2 weeks, those people will have to be trucked back. Who will truck them back? It will be a problem. The BVR say they have diagnostics background, and they will want to use it in the diagnostic lab to determine whether people now register 2 times. We've already caught some people. That process should be on now to be identifying and catching people in the lab. The other group said no. It will raise tension. There are 2 NECs. It is disturbing President we are. People in TP, Tidimona, it is disturbing him. All the thing they put on him, it is disturbing him because he know when they put it on you, Jacko, it finish. You were asked to remain. and not mess around. That statement was clear. So you know you will not be president. That one you know it. That one, anybody won't cross me, just cross me. You already know you will not be president. But here is the right thing to do. You know we are heading in this direction. They have tied your hand. You not get fasting again. You not get no money. To thinking that he can talk to these people here to release money. They will not gain finger. Finger said they will not gain. Why? Because according to them, you're human right power. You're a human being. You're a cruel, you're wicked and cruel punishment. You're arresting people. You're restricting freedom of speech. You're doing money laundering. You're doing drugs. You're doing... Send him money. He's been making the case that the country will go into chaos. And they want Marcel now. There where Marcel step back. He said the country will explode like the last time you see on the people. So they put there now, they gotta go to meeting. Marcel too are thinking. Because when you pay people for 3 months straight, no money for NEC, nothing they come to Chakla. So Marcel, how we are thinking. Me, I don't know, I told the truth. I said I'm thinking. And I show the people too, they're thinking. But few call they say they can't gain. So you better pray God. Somebody can say you better pray God. You better pray to God. He will know what time is it. You don't mess with them. They gave you money. You say gave you money for joy you're eating. Yes. So, my expressions to her was to tell her that the president is depressed. And I gave her all the following scenario. Why? Why he's not eating? Why he's not sleeping? Why he's not happy? Nobody. Even they say, Prince Somao, Habib Tobo, Alfred Max Brown, none of y'all get a capacity to sleep when Uncle Sen call you and show you the proof. Human being blood and not fun. Human being blood is nothing to play with. Look at Jefferson Koji standing to boom. I look at my own picking. I say, ah! I'm picking our looking plum. You see, say the mayor, he a worker. Look at him. It's not easy. All of them look like people them who finished already. So, I don't have my feelings. I tell you, Mr. President, we hate the world. Pick up the phone, call the State Department, ask to speak with the Secretary of State. You call the Secretary of State and say, you have made your case against me. If you know you didn't sanction it, meaning you didn't say you'll go do it, you just lay out, say, you accuse me and my government of human rights abuses. You accuse us of the most grave thing ever known to mankind, which is extrajudicial killings. You accuse me and my government of cruel punishment. You accuse me and my government of arbitrary arrest and detention. You accuse me and my government of restriction of freedom of speech. You've accused me and my government of money laundering, drug trafficking, and passport distribution, illegal passport distribution. So let me be clear. Kwahim, let me be clear. Let us avoid any future happenings of such. I don't know what you will do, but I know what I want to do. I want to step aside. But I want a guarantee from you that you will support an interim administration that will lead to credible elections. There's no need for us to further spend money when you know we are going nowhere but into the gutter. We've messed up. We take responsibility. I would like for you to set up a committee to work with me towards my resignation and it's turned over to the interim government. Why? These allegations are not only grave, But genuine, credible, free, and fair election is not feasible under the 6 months that is we are approaching. It will lead to widespread chaos, and this will not be in my best interest. Let the secretary go talk with Joe. Joe then come back. They then need 500 Marine. They come to the country. You resign. You pack your bag. You go, you sit down. It will be less for you than when you got to run pay to the airport that up to now. You appoint no manager for you. Say you brought out other man. That high school guy yet. Not only that, does the airport not have a manager? But the Liberia Civil Aviation Authority, the manager resigned 3 or 4 days ago. They too don't have a head. Water and sewer, that one resigned. Oh, Fahngon doesn't have said, Jawia. You can't go left. You can't go right. You can't go behind. You can't go in front. You have hit the wall. Walk while you can. Because when they take it from you, you will not walk. Donald J. Trump left his Mar-a-Lago. No wife, no children, no son, no daughter, no grandchild, nothing. He was only escorted by Secret Service, meaning he was placed under arrest. When he went, they did not allow a mugshot, but he was processed as any ordinary criminal. If they can do it to Donald J. Trump, that you better take my advice. You better pick up that phone. Call the Secretary of State, Blinken, and say, look, man, these are severe. Israeli Mossad, British MI5, British MI6, Central Intelligence Agency, you're too young. You're way too young. Go and check Tubman. Check Turbo. You see me going up on my ear? Because you can't hear. Check Tubman. Check Turbo. Check Doe. Then check Charles Taylor. You're too young for that nonsense. Pick up the phone, call them. I cannot leave a power vacuum. Therefore, I need your honest intervention. Now. I'm going to leave. You save yourself hula baloo. Or else, you must go out over Sanjo, have Chancellor Lena on the other side. I'm just advising you as a brother. You never listen to me. Anytime you don't listen to me, you don't end up the play, you don't end up. You know it. You know it. You and Joy Howard Taylor, who's supposed to be going to the southeast? How many of you here know Joy Howard Taylor in the southeast? What a better woman doing in the southeast? You who from the southeast, you who can speak the dialect, you who know the people, you not go there. You send Joy Howard Taylor there for 12 days. That 2 weeks. You don't smell the coffee here? That means I'm going to tell you. Or you thought I was going to sit down beside you and fool you. I can never fool you. Go ask Maggie. Maggie will tell you. If I'm going to never fool anybody, as soon as I have fire rain from you, finish. You don't want to give me your tea, don't get to me. So now I want to check that thing. You did right here. So you very bad about that thing. Yes, I am mad. They meant to be a woman car. Why me again? Right. The one I will always with Buju. Took the woman car from her. The woman husband died and left the car with her. The woman said, let me rent the car to take care of my 2 leggers. He saw the car and said, oh, let me rent it for 3 days. He carried the woman car. She never saw it for 6 months. 6 months. The woman came to my gay horse, fall down the ground and cry. I see that kind of woman also. What do you think I'm supposed to do? He shot and killed somebody, and he was in jail for 3 years. Y'all went and brought him also. What do you think I'm supposed to do? By the time Maggie saw the man in me, he sent for him straight, they brought him. Where the woman car? Go see the woman car on black. In some kind of garana, break, everything on it. The kind of thing we sign up for? Eh? Is that what we sign up for? To treat people like that? But when I fired Maggie, saw a whole year on fire because I was angry. Then Fahngon carry, we send for him. Maggie said, send for him quick. He said, when I woman can't come today, if I don't jail you somewhere, the woman car damaged. We got to find small thing for the woman. Until I left. Joma, if you say Allah, call Tiawon Gonglo. Me, I call witnesses ni Tiawon Gonglo. Joma from Kari. They treated him like dog until he lay Petro down and lay down in front of my gay fence like that. When I came, I saw him. Oh, that would have been from the fence. I said, no. I took Joma to a restaurant. I said, sit down, let's eat. Talk to me. This is not why we came. He explained. The story was too sorrowful. I said, who your lawyer? He said, Tiawon Gonglo. I said, call your lawyer. Tiawon Gonglo and Joma, Dr. Joma went to my office. Tiawon Gonglo and Dr. Joma. I sent for the carry boss under the instruction of McGill. He said, look into that case and report to me. I sent for him. He came, he sat in the office. Joma was there. Another gentleman from the Council of Churches. Tiawon Gonglo. I dare when they carry her in front of them. Sumo. Tiawon Gonglo stood up and shook my hand. And said, if we have people like you, we'll be better off. That is not why we came. Now you have screwed up. Do the right thing. That's all I can say. Your president is behaving strangely. He's going through serious depression at the moment. And I believe those around him should do the right thing. That's all I'm saying. I'm not going to talk plenty again. Because if you sit there and allow him to go cuckoo, it will be difficult. When things fall apart, the center no longer holds. For those of you listening to me, listen and listen well. The rumors circulating about JMB Pig, put it to rest. The women have decided that the speech they're finishing now and the program they're setting. And those who say they will pluck people to go through a monkey wrench, watch my post. I hope you read it. I'm just waiting for them. Everything will come outside. If men can talk, that day men will talk every damn thing. Because they play the team rich without even setting about election. They play the team rich, a chakla. You attempted to destroy your own political future. You succeeded. There are people trying to help you repay. Then you want damage again. Come. Come. You are a young woman. You can be pro-tem and subsequently VP in under 4 years. You won't destroy it. You are a man who been fighting in the Senate. You can be chairman in other ways and means or executive one. You want to destroy yourself. You don't see future. You see right in front of your foot. That's the problem I can get with some of you. That's the problem I can get with some of you. But it finished. The poor went to Banga. What am I call answer? Because now you talking, people want to talk by us. I forget self. I forget the human small bee. Why you think the president will not be depressed? The old man going to Banga under the cover of darkness. Bokoyokpo. 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 They zone meat. They break cola. Then they tie it and say, we see what happened already. But are your son. Even right here. It finished. Banga is the center. Banga is the center. So yeah. That's my advice to the president. I feel for him, I can't do much. I said, even if I wanted to help you, I can't. I said that before. And it has come to pass. If you say I go ask Bob Blue, DJ Blue, we're going to him today. January 31st, 2022, y'all go to my Facebook page. I warned the country that they were coming for Dr. Cassell. DJ Blue is my witness. Y'all go to him, y'all go to my page. He beginning to start see me. We are here today. I'm telling you. Watch Tottenham. Watch Tobo. Watch Doe. Watch Taylor. He who have ears to hear, let him listen. I didn't play Kapow today. I play a different song. It's a revolutionary song. But it has a message.
Papa's land. Who owns Papa's land? Papa's land. Papa's land. Who owns Papa's land? Papa's land. Papa's land.
I know who my baby. I know who it. I know where the key is.
Papa's land. Papa's land. Papa's land. We want to know, we want to know. Yes, we want to know who owns the land.
Me, I know who it.
I said we want to know, we want to know.
I know who the land. I know where the key is.
Africa wants to know who owns the land. Africa is my father's land. Yes, Africa is my own Papa's land. Will you let my people go?
Thank you.
We want to rule from Cape to Cairo. Will you let my people go?
They finished.
We want to rule from Cape to Cairo. Will you free my people, son? We want to rule like Papa's land. I said, will you free my brothers, sons? We want to rule like Papa's land. Papa's land. Papa's land. Papa's land. Who owns Papa's land? Papa's land. Papa's land.
Depression is a bad thing.
Who owns Papa's land? Papa's land, Papa's land. Who owns Papa's land? Papa's land, Papa's land. Now listen carefully. All right, sisters, as you listen. Chinese are ruling in China land. Yes, Chinese are ruling in China land. Japanese are ruling in their Japan. Japanese are ruling in their Japan. England is being governed by Englishmen. England is being governed by Englishmen. Americans are ruling America. Oh. Yes, Americans are ruling America. So Africa must be ruled by Africans. Africa must be ruled by Africans. Who owns Papa's land? Papa's land, Papa's land. 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 Angola want to know who owns the land. Mozambique want to know who owns the land. Namibia want to know who owns the land. Soweto want to know who owns the land. Zimbabwe want to know who owns the land. Freedom fighters want to know who owns the land. Africa want to know who owns the land.
How can you enter somebody's house and use it for prostitution? How can you enter somebody's house and use it for ritualistic killing? How can you enter somebody's house and use it for kidnappings? How can you enter somebody's house and use it for child pornography? How can you enter somebody's house? You know who owns the land. You know who owns the place. When you're using the place against themselves, against the people who own the land. Where were you when that country was being purchased for the resettlement of ex-slaves? Where were you? Do you know how much they pay? Do you know where the tea is laying? You bring in Hamas people, then Hezbollah, then drug cartel people, then your own constitution be mentioned. Yeah, History of the Constitution of Liberia. Read your history. It's in your constitution. Several years following the founding of Liberia, there arose disagreement between the founding fathers, in parentheses, settlers, and the American Colonization Society, ACS, over the level of support which the settlers were receiving. You not go to school, it's not my business.
Will you let my people go? Will you let my people go? We want to live from get together.